Hello and welcome to the week 13 video overview. This week is our introduction to chapter 6. Previously we finished chapter 5 where we defined the trig functions in terms of points on a unit circle that were a specified angle from the x-axis, theta degrees or theta radians from the x-axis. We defined x to be the cosine of the angle, specifically cosine of the angle was x, and sine of that angle was y. So the x, y were written in terms of this cosine and sine function. Chapter 6 expands this idea from a unit circle, a size 1 circle, to any size circle, a circle of radius r. And because of the symmetry of circles, the formulas are very analogous, very similar. So we have the formula for any size radius circle. X is now r times cosine theta, and y is equal to r times sine theta. And you can derive from those very simply. The cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and sine is opposite of hypotenuse. Those work for quadrant 1 angles, but in general, the adjacent hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse doesn't really work very well for other quadrants, so we really need the x equals r cosine theta, y equals r sine theta formulas for precalculus and calculus. In fact, if you're only going to remember 3 formulas from trigonometry going into calculus, 2 of them should be x equals r cosine theta, y equals r sine theta. So what is the third one, you may be asking? So the third formula, if you're only going to remember 3, is the fact that 360 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi radians, or about 6.28 radians if you want to put it in decimal form. Those are the top 3 formulas. Of course, there's lots of things that you might want to remember to help you in calculus, but if you're only going to remember 3, let it be those 3. Those are the super most important ones. Okay, so what does the work entail this week? Well, other than, this idea of finding x and y values for circles of any size radius and practicing more in radians, we're going to be doing some other kinds of objectives like finding perimeters and areas of pieces of circles. And we're also going to be doing lots of application problems, aka word problems. So take a deep breath. I know word problems aren't people's favorites, or certainly not the easiest of problems. But read the problems, read the word problems slowly and carefully, maybe several times. Write down the important information and organize it into some sort of chart or picture or something suitable in terms of that. Focus on the question, making sure that you understand what the question is asking, and in almost every case, define a variable equal to what you're looking for, right? So what you're trying to actually solve for should be a letter like x or theta or whatever you're actually trying to use. Remember to label your chart or picture with all of the numbers and the variables that you're using to make sure that you can understand actually how to find the answer. Also, remember, you don't have to do this alone. You can ask questions, you can work with a partner, you can ask an LMC Math Lab tutor, you can work with me, I'll help you do the problems, right? With most things in life, practice and assistance will make you a lot stronger, a lot better at things. Okay, well, you kind of know the routine by now. Go get it. Have a good week. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon.